So, you're considering a move to the Houston area. Today, we're going to go over why Crosby, Texas might be the city for you. Generally, I like to start these videos in a town square or a major city location, and the simple fact is that doesn't really exist here in Crosby. It's kind of spread out through the entirety of the city, right? They have the North Main that goes through pretty much the entire city, and there's tons of restaurants, pretty much just tons of restaurants. The city basically revolves around the school and activities for the kiddos, like sporting events and things like that. Pretty much everybody else is going somewhere else for their entertainment. One of the big things that people do have here is, of course, all their crazy side-by-sides, and we'll take a look here in a little bit at some of the places you can use those. But we're going to dive into the video. Right, today we're going to go over different houses at different price points, just like in all my other videos, and just kind of see what Crosby has to offer. We'll go over some of the major items in the area that are things that you can do, and then make your decision on if you like this area or not. My name's Troy Tomlinson. I'm a real estate agent here in the Crosby area, and I would love to help you make the decision on if this is the area for you. So follow me around today as we check out everything Crosby has to offer, and we'll talk soon. If you want to stay up to date on everything about the Houston suburbs, eastern Houston suburbs, then make sure to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, let me know what you'd like to see more of and maybe less of. We're gonna dive in. This is actually the Midpoint, so we're gonna go check out a home here in this neighborhood, then we'll go to the lower priced and then to the fancy places. So let's go now.
Hi, I'm Ben and this is Carson, and we bought our first house with the help of Troy Tomlinson. It was just a fantastic experience. He was so helpful, so knowledgeable, and caught so many things that us as first-time home buyers would never have thought to have caught. And I don't think you'd be in as nice a place as we are, at as good of a deal as we got it without Troy's help.
Absolutely. And he also kept us in check when we wanted to do things that probably would have lost us the opportunity on a house. He was very straightforward and knowledgeable and great at everything that he did.
We'd highly recommend using Troy Tomlinson for any of your home buying, home selling, anything you can think of home related. Mm-hmm. He is such a fantastic help and resource too.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Troy.
All right, so we're at a home here in Newport, right? And this is pretty standard for something that you're gonna find in the $250, $260 price point. Right, we've got single pane windows. Interior is, kind of redone, but not super fancy. They did lots of nice exterior work, I guess, trying to make it sell. But this home is 1,900 square feet, listed at $260, and this is, kind of what you're gonna look at. Again, in this neighborhood, the price points vary greatly, and I could do an entire video on just this neighborhood, but that's gonna be for a different day, right? But there are a ton of homes in this neighborhood, so whether this one's still here or not, if the Newport area is interesting to you, right, literally, house across the street, and you go down that street and there's about 10 more. So lots of people moving, which is a good sign for the market, but yeah, this one's pretty cute. If you want to come check it out, let me know. And of course, as always, that link will be down below to be able to see which property this is. Cool. All right, one of the big things to keep in mind when you're looking at homes at this price point is that a lot of the sellers, if the house has been sitting for a while, will be willing to help you cover your closing costs. So you can sometimes get into a home like this behind me for $1,000 out of pocket, right? You'll need about a 620 credit score to qualify for down payment assistance programs. But You know, we could get into a house just like this, $1,000, cheaper than getting into a rental property. So let me know. Next, we're gonna go check out some properties that are in the sub 200,000 price point. Let's go there now. So you're thinking you want to move out to Crosby. Here is what $155,000 is going to get you. This is a 900 square foot home on just shy of 3/4 of an acre. So if you want land and you've got a low budget, this area, right, we're just north of Crosby. It's still considered Crosby, but just on the outskirts of town, you can find something, you know, little house with a decent chunk of land. And it ain't gonna cost you an arm and a leg. So 155,000 will get you 3/4 of an acre. And it's cute, right? Stucco exterior, looks like it's on pier and beam. It's a cute little house. One of my favorite parts about homes that are on pier and beam, and you'll see in this neighborhood, not all of them are that way, but this one is. So one of the best things with pier and beam is if you were to purchase a smaller home like this, then it is substantially cheaper to do additions or change floor plans. Plumbing's easier to move, electrical's easier to move because you have that access to under the house. So just something to think about. So one of the other really cool things about Crosby is this access to the extreme off-road park. Right, we say there's not a lot to do in Crosby. There's stuff nearby, but this is really the only place you can go. And there's a few others like it for your entertainment value. So, you know, you can rent our ATVs here. They have access to concerts. Every once in a while they do like a big party night. So there's a ton of stuff happening. It's 1,800 acres of property. So there's tons of stuff happening there. And then, of course, you get to the food, which we'll go over in another video, kind of all the different options, but got to give an honorable mention to Hector's, which is, you know, I've lived just south of Crosby for going on 6 years now, and I think we found it 2 years ago, but we make it a weekly meal. So definitely give Hector's a look. When you're considering your move to Crosby, if you've got deep pockets and you're interested in maybe having to take a side-by-side to check your mail every day, this is the property for you. So this one is a huge plot of acreage, ginormous house, secondary home, just tons of great stuff. And again, you'll see that link below, but check out all this open space you've got. Room to build more houses, room to have horses, room to do kind of whatever it is that you feel like doing because it's your property. So one of the big reasons why somebody might consider Crosby is a property just like this, because you don't have any restrictions, you don't have any problems, and you can, do what you want. So it's a nice thing to have, and it's definitely something to consider if and when you make your move to Crosby. When you're ready to make your move to Houston, make sure to get in contact with me. Use those links below. You can see, you can book a call, we can hop on a video chat, It'll look just like this, but you can talk to me. And I'd really love to go over exactly what it is that you're looking for in a home, whether it's in Crosby or any of the other suburbs here in Houston. But give me a call. I'd love to help. So that's kind of it for Crosby. Like I said, there's not a whole lot happening. You'll notice this video is substantially shorter than a lot of the others. And it's simply because Crosby's more of a place to live. And then, there's plenty of places within a 30-minute driving distance where you can, do all your partying and all your, anything you really want to. So that's the end of Crosby. And there will be a couple of follow-up videos with, pros and cons and things like that. So make sure to check those out when they pop up in the next week or so. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, and y'all have a good day.